Good morning. It is June the 8th. Can you believe it? June the 8th already. Time flies when you're having fun, and that proves
Certainly
it.
does.
And are we having fun in Cambridge?
Lots of fun, yeah.
Any Playhouse stories to share? We have
No,
tea.
well, I've seen a couple of new singing videos this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's in full song.
Did we get pictures of was it the zoo? She went to the zoo?
No pictures yet, but I'm sure
No
they'll
pictures
come.
yet. Okay. I had a client once that they had twin grandsons born in Texas. And every weekend, their daughter would take the twins, dress them up in, Dallas Cowboy football shirts or whatever, and take their picture and send to grandma and grandpa. One weekend, she simply forgot to do it. Things got in the way, and so that got preempted. So the grandparents called me on the phone, wanted me to come to their house and find out why their email was broken. I said, well, how do you know it's broken? Well, we didn't get grandkid pictures. So I simply made a long distance call and said, do you got any old pictures you can rerun or something? Because grandma and grandpa are really nervous about this. Anyway, today is the Geyer Cook Report. What's on our mind? Of course, we do have our thinking caps on.
Yeah, both got our thinking caps on.
And there's probably a whole show we could do about how Kelvin, who lives in Cambridge in England, happened to have a Grand Ole Opry ball cap. That's an adventure in itself. But the adventure at hand today is simply this: is Blab going away? Now there's rumors, and so I talked to Don at the Blab Cafe a long time ago about this, about having a single point of failure. We should have an alternative to go to should Blab in fact go away, and we can't do the Geyer Cook Report on Blab.
We had long conversations, didn't we, about
yes,
the backup.
yes. So today we've talked for at great length. We talked about a product or three. So here's the rundown. ULiveNow.tv was one that was talked about. And we got that from Amnon at Nissan Communications. Let's shout out, shameless plug there. Thanks for that. And then the next one that we talked about was to have a source broadcaster software, and the words Wirecast and Open Broadcaster Software, OBS for short, were discussed. Then we just barely looked at those. Can't tell you a lot about those, other than the fact we know that Wirecast costs money and Open Broadcaster doesn't. It's open source. So the next one that was talked about was Hangouts. Google Plus Hangouts has been around since before Blab even. I can remember Hangouts from years ago. The other conversation involved was FireTalk, which is a voice over IP, and what else did we talk about?
Huzza.
Oh yeah, the new one, Huzza, Huzza. And that one I don't know enough about to give you chapter and verse. It appears at first glance to be quite good. Good picture, good sound, and they all have peculiarities and idiosyncrasies, if you will, that are unique to that platform. So the best thing would be to remember that the show notes for the Geyer Cook Report are going to always be at, you ready? The Geyer Cook Report.podbean.com. That's not going to ever change, no matter who else goes away. Unless Podbean goes away, then it'll be a sticky wicket. What? But if you look there, you can also follow us on our Facebook page, on our Twitter account for the Geyer Cook Report. There'll be word out there somewhere about where we're at, what we're doing. So if that comes to pass, you're now pre-armed, pre-warned. And so on that note, I think that we'll do the shout outs.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Let's do it.
Big thank you to Fraser Ramsey from the company that likes to clean. Simply put, that's who they are. Edinburgh Dusters is their name, and they're in Edinburgh, Scotland, of course. So if you've got a flat that needs cleaning, they'll get the job done. They'll do it right the first time. A big thank you also in order for blab.im. it's provided us our interface that we can then record with Screencast-O-Matic, which is a darn good screen recorder for Windows. Best one I know of. And speaking of the Blab interface, there's a room there. I know about it because Kelvin's the host of it, called Friends Just Chatting. If you go to https://blab.im, look for Friends Just Chatting weekday mornings, Monday through Friday, and that's exactly what it is. You don't have to be pre-armed with a degree in computer science. Of course, that would help. But just go to Friends Just Chatting, and I will tease you about being on your invoice, but probably only once or twice. And we don't really do invoices, just a figure of speech. Thank you to YouTube. If you're watching the show on YouTube Content Delivery Network, that channel has afforded us space there, and please give us a thumbs up. It matters to somebody. The other people that do the content are Stitcher and Spreaker and iTunes and Podbean, and I got to scroll down a little bit because I forgot. Oh, and then we got the RSS feed available to you from the Guy R. Cook Online Services blog. And all instances of the show notes, there is the Guy R. Cook Report evaluation question. Please give that a go. It's once, yes or no. And there's an invitation to be a patron of the podcast that you're listening to. There's a follow link for Facebook. There's a follow link for Twitter. And that's all the notes I've got. I think it's time to say those magic words, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, it's a wrap.